The corner, the corner, the corner. Hey, welcome. Come on into Cousin Ed's Corner. This podcast is where you will find real, authentic conversation, organic conversation, like you're at home with your cousin. It's about life, it's about finance, it's about spirituality, it's about love, and everything in between. I'm your host, Cousin Ed. I'm excited to bring you along on this journey to explore life. Listen, let's sit back and enjoy a wide range of topics. I have some diverse guests coming on, a wide range of spectrum of thoughts. My goal is to create a space for all of us to connect, all of us to learn each other, and all of us to communicate. It's really not about me. It's about the community as a whole. Let's enjoy this. Let's sit back. Let's think about our past. Let's move into our future. It's about the corner, the corner, the corner. So no matter how you cut it or slice it, we're all here together. I'm just here to give you a piece of my heart, my mind, my soul, and my mentals. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another episode of Cousin Ed's Corner. The corner, the corner, the corner. What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam? It's your boy Cousin Ed. We're back with another one. It is I'm gonna call it a mix. This show would normally be a wind down Wednesday, but I'm gonna do a Who Are We today? Who are we? Not today, but who are we? So that's today's show. Who are we? And for those who want to go back in the archive and search for those, these have been shows where I interviewed my mother, father, my uncle, family members, just to find out who am I, right? So I did a show on Monday, Who Am I? Oh, yeah, Who Am I? No, I Am. That's what the show was. They all run together now. But it's called I Am. And it led me to think today about who am I, right? So who are we? It's all a tie-in. So don't forget, when I do these shows, it's all organic. It's just from the top of my head and from my heart. So I try to just think of things that resonate with me at the time, and hopefully it resonates with you whenever you do hear these shows. So once again, I appreciate y'all for listening. This episode, like I said, I wanted to talk about this basically, it really is a story time to tell you more about who am I, right? I mentioned this on several shows, talking about basketball and how it changed my life. And I want to just give more context to it. And I'm inspired to start putting more of these together. You probably won't hear all of them because I'm putting in the atmosphere. I said it before. I want to do a book. I want to write. I want to write or do an oral book, something of my life. And this would be one of the stories I tell about it, and just how basketball and sports changed me for who I am today. I give credit to my parents. I give credit to, how you go on stage, giving honor to God. And that first in my life, I do give him all the honor and praise. But I give honor to my parents. I give thanks to my parents. Give thanks to my grandparents and everyone else in my community that helped raise me. But I can remember as a young kid not having the confidence in everything that I have or I grew into after playing sports. I remember being a kid who was an only child and was able to be by myself more than be with other people. And through basketball, mainly, I was able to gain friends and being able to adapt to situations. And don't forget now, I said I was the only child. I was raised in a house with my cousins and people know houses in New York, brownstones and things like that. It's a 3-family house. So I lived on the first floor. I had a cousin live on the second floor, and I had 2 cousins live on the third floor. But when the door was closed, I was in my house, right? My apartment, if you want to call it like that. I was in my own area. They were all girls. I was the only boy. And the only time I saw other boys were my cousins. So that'd be weekend times, things like that. So being parts of certain organizations, the Usher Board and Boys Club and things like that, allowed me to be a part of groups. But I was short. I wasn't as tall as I am now, right? I was I'm not even say average height. I was, maybe average height. And as I got through, and I'll go more in detail about a lot of this in my writings, but I will jump ahead when I got into the 6th grade, and I jumped up to be 6 feet tall. Going into middle school, the confidence and everything started to come a lot more. Some of y'all may call this the jock eras or whatever you want to call it, but it changed me to know that who I am. And I did the I am portion last on Wednesday, and I had to think about it. I had a conversation with somebody. Not everybody has that confidence of people around them to always give them that inner confidence or that self-confidence to know who they are. So I had to come back and I wanted to give reflection to where I got mine from. And not everyone has this in their life. So I wanted to make sure that I was honest and true in the show, and not show that not to neglect how some people may have been raised. Some people may have been, as the person told me, tortured as a kid. Some of the traumas people went through. So I wanted this to let people know where I come from and who I am. So who are we? Who I am and how I became this person. And I will hope and pray that some of the things that I had a chance to learn and witness and all this stuff, that some of you also had a chance to live through and had people around you that loved you, people that pushed you, people that just encouraged you, that made you better, and not someone always tearing you down. So I had to be transparent in my conversations, because some of this stuff may come across as not understanding. I don't understand the flight of some people. So I want to make sure that I come across as I do hear you. I do understand. Not everyone has the same life, which is understandable. We all not going to have the same life. So I do hear, people know who I'm talking to is more than one person. I do hear you. So, just being honest and transparent, like I said, I came into 6th grade. I jumped 4 or 5 inches over the summer, and I started to, have people come to me and ask me if I want to play ball. I had coaches. I had one guy at the school, Mr. Brantley, at my middle school, who played ball. He was an educator. He was a computer science person, and he said, "Hey, you can play any sport you want." He said, "With your size, you can play basketball or football." And he told me to carry a basketball for a week and carry a football for a week, and I will decide. It will decide for me which one would be best for me. And in doing that, the first week of carrying a basketball, I met a coach, and everything else after that is history. And like I said, I'll go more into some of these stories throughout my chapters of my storytelling. Don't know if it's going to be oral. Don't know if it's going to be written. We'll see how that comes out. But after that, I knew who I was, right? I wanted to be that dude. I wanted to be that kid who can play on any level and beat anybody, right? Even though you may beat me, I wanted to be that person that can still come back, and I had that competition in me. I had that desire in me, and it lit something in me to make me who I am today. all through middle school, all through high school, playing on teams where I not only I was one of the best players or considered a needed player. I played on teams that were some of the best teams, and it gave me that confidence throughout everything else. Even in my darkest days of sports, um, I still knew who I was. No matter what the other coaches said, no matter what coach yelled at me, no matter sneak peek, right? Spoiler alert, right? I lost my scholarship, right? I lost my scholarship in my first school I went to. And when I say I lost it, it was just due to the fact me and the coach didn't see eye to eye. Basketball or any sport is a year-to-year contract. My coach felt he can get 2 players for the price he's paying for me. I was out of state. He said he can get 2 in-state players. And he was only going to pay my tuition he cut my tuition in half. He cut my scholarship in half. And I decided that I was better than that and I was going to go someplace else. But see, I knew who I was. I knew I could leave. I didn't decide to stay there. I knew who I was. I said, I'm getting out of here. And I went and worked hard as I could to prove not only to other people, but to prove to myself that I can make it to another college. I made it. I went to school 5 years free education, because I knew who I was. All that goes into who I am today. So when someone may seem a certain way, you have to look at their childhood, you got to look at their past. And that's what was told to me about I am who I am. You got to look at who they are. So that show was not only to tell you who you are, but to inspire you, to let you know who you are, to let you know that you have God within, let you know that you are powerful, let you know that you are great. So I wasn't trying to talk down to anybody. I was trying to inspire you to know that you're great. Continue to be great. These are the things that made me great. And you know what? Your success is not measured by everyone else. You're not competing with the Joneses. You're competing with who you say you are. So don't look at what other people say to you or say about you. Compete with yourself to be great for yourself. I think I said enough. This show was inspired just by conversations after the last show. I love hearing from you. Please be sure to 762-333-2032. That's 762-333-2032. Be sure to leave your comments. Leave your comments as text. You can also go to www.cousined's.corner. Across the top of the page, you can leave a voicemail. You can also sponsor the show. If you want to sponsor a episode, send me a text, send me a voicemail. I'll let you know how to send the donations in for sponsorship. Got some big things coming up. I've been saying it, I've been putting together in the background, but some big things coming up. Definitely want you to be a part of it. Coming up on our 200th episode this week. So it's a lot of things going on over here at Cousin Ed's Corner. And all of you are invited to come down to Cousin Ed's Corner and be a part of the experience, be part of the neighborhood, be part of the community. I love each and every one of you. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm out of here. Peace. Remember, before I let you go, remember, who are we? It all depends on who you see yourself as inside. It all depends on knowing yourself. All right? Love you. Love you. Love you. Thank you for listening to Cousin Ed's Corner.